Hello, welcome to Court Farm Farming Simulator 22 Let's Play series. I am your host, Fields and Skylines. We are in February, yes, and we are standing on our new piece of land. As you can see, I haven't done anything with it, and I've decided I don't think I'm gonna mow it or take care of it because if we look at um, precision farming, we don't have a score on this one, and we can't select it. So until you mow it, there's nothing here. Once we mow it, it'll kind of be like this. So we're not going to mow it. We're just going to start placing buildings. We have enough money to place a dairy and a clothing place left over and have some money left over from that to be able to continue to farm. I want to get this done here in February. I want to get some goods delivered to these places so they can start producing for us. All of that said, the first thing I'm going to do is save my game. Why? Well, in case I play something wrong or do something I don't like, I can restart the game and pick up from there. Also, some updates. What have I done so far since our last episode? I just basically took care of our animals. I gave the cows some food. I gave the sheep some food, and I did blow some straw in there, although it went down about 2,000 liters from where it was, and I didn't get like 2,000 liters of poo or anything like that. So I don't know what's happening. Maybe the poo will show up, maybe it won't. Not going to worry about it too much right now. Um, the other thing I did, obviously, like I said, I bought this piece of land. So if we go ahead and click on land, you'll see we now own it. We've owned it. I picked this one over 180 because it is a little bigger. Now, let's go ahead and get stuff placed and figure out how we want to do this. So, like I said, I want to place um, a dairy and I want to place a clothing shop. It's a special modded production that takes wool and turns it right into clothes without having to jump into um, like a spinnery than a tailor. It costs the same, so it's like if you go spinnery tailor, it's 2 wool to make 1 fabric, 2 fabrics to make 1 cloth. This building, as you'll see, will be 4 wool to make 1 cloth. So it's the same idea on that type of cost. Let's pan out. It's a pretty big building. As you can see, it's not going to fit very well over here. So all in all, I think I want to put it. I just want to see. I'm bringing it over here just so I can see if I can find. There's a drop-off point over there, and I think the pickup point is right there. So we needed it kind of accessible. So I think if I just kind of swing it over here, I think we're in pretty good shape. I don't know how the terraforming is going to go. I probably should smooth everything and get some concrete in, but we will find out. I think I'm going to place it right here. Hopefully we can clear that corner with our van. I think we'll be able to. It feels a little cramped. Maybe we can turn it more like this. And place it more like this. Let's use back here more. Yeah, maybe back here more. Might be a little bit better. So there we go. it's 90,000. 91,000 if it does some terraforming. So we're going to go ahead and place it. And then we are going to drive over here and take a look at it and see kind of how bumpy and lumpy it might be and what we may have to do to make it better. So we're definitely going to put a road in. So like here's where we pick up. Actually, that's not too bad. A little bit bumpy over here. Not too bad. So this is where, yeah, so we're definitely going to cut a road in through the side here. Or not a road, some concrete. Yeah, there's room over here. That's not bad. And it's nicely shaped on the ground. So that's good. And there's room over here to put additional things if we need to, like if our wool outpaces the shop. But let's take a look at this quickly here in the productions. Let's turn that off. As you can see, we made quite a bit of fertilizer. I put the shed down. I loaded it up. It's ready to go. So we made fertilizer from manure and slurry. We can also make it just from slurry. I'll turn that one on. Herbicide is just water and rock salt. So I don't think we'll be making herbicide. But here, this is the one that, like fabric from wool. As you can see, you can get 28 cycles, 2880 cycles a month. And it's going to use 4. So that means you're going to generate about 2,880 liters of clothing a month. So that means you'll go through 8,000 something liters of wool a month, which is pretty cool. So I think it's going to take us time to fill this up and really have enough wool. We may have to expand our sheep, but I have a plan for cow and sheep expansion. So, but for now, this is pretty good. I am going to do the placement of the dairy before I go ahead and just drive over here to get out of the way before I do any landscaping. And that is mainly because, so we have a few to choose from. We have this dairy, which is a mod. It's not very fancy, not very big, fits nicely, so that's a fallback. We have other modded ones like this farm dairy guy. Like this guy's tiny. I feel like using these a little bit as possible expansions, like when we add secondary dairies once our cows are producing so much milk that our main dairy can't keep up. Of course, we have the in-game dairies. This is kind of more of the American-looking style. And then, of course, the one I like the most, pretty neat, is this guy. If we turn it around and we move it way up in the front, I don't remember. So everything is picked up in the back. So, like, if we go ahead and find out where we can place it so it's not overlapping. Might have to cut down a tree. We'll have to find out if I have to cut down a tree. So yeah, I think that is what I might have to do. I kind of want to get it in here. I don't know, maybe I can like slide it more this way. Not really sure what I'm overlapping with. other than maybe that tree. Hmm. I mean, I could always, you know, pop it in here. And save that other area for, but I feel like if I do pop it in here, sorry, that's too tight to drive through. Hmm. I think it's that. Turn this way. Yeah, I might have to mess with that tree a little bit. These trees. Hmm. I don't want to have to mess with that tree. I'm just going to give it a go and try to just place it like right about here. Couple little taps to nudge it. Just see what happens. Alright, it's a good thing we saved because I'm probably going to have to do both of them. I should have saved it after I placed the one, but oh well. Live and learn, live and learn. So we come in. Seems pretty good over here. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'll have to throw some concrete in, of course. It's a little tight back here, but you know, we got room mostly. But yeah, I'll have to just throw some. I'm obviously not going to get through there. Have to throw some concrete through the back of this building. All right, now I've got myself stuck. Yeah, so it's a little tight over there, but I think we're okay. We'll throw in a little concrete. We'll throw some concrete back here, and hopefully we'll be able to pick stuff up. I mean, it looks like these are floating, which is not good. So, lo and behold, it's a good thing I saved. I think I'm going to not place the dairy like that, which means I'm going to have to replace this building. So, I am going to go do both of these things real quick off camera. I will see you all shortly. Okay, so I had to place a different factory, and honestly, I'm still not sure I like it. I tried to cut down this tree, cut down. I got a stumper to remove the stump. It wouldn't work. I couldn't remove it with my chainsaw. I don't know why. So it's kind of stuck here. Makes the ground a little bumpy. This is a little tricky. All in all, though, it's placed. it's a dairy. We can move on. We have our clothing as well. So I am made a little bit of a turnaround here. It's a little bumpy in here. I am not very good with the landscaping tools. The good news though is this dairy costs less than the other dairies. I don't know if it does half, because I don't know. I don't remember what the other dairies do, but we're gonna get 1,200 liters, 2,400 liters of cheese a month for the milk, and then butter. We're not gonna make right away. My plan is to buy the land across the street, put another dairy, and have it do butter once we get enough milk to sustain two. Let's go ahead and return that stump grinder. I leased it. It was $1,000. It was a waste of money. But what are you going to do? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive this back to the farm, and I am going to start loading up and get these things starting to produce. I think I'll do that in a time lapse, and then I'll jump back once I'm going to jump back once these things are ready to turn on. See you in a bit. All right, everything is delivered. Let's start up some productions. I don't want to do that one. We could do this one. So we don't have any cotton, but we do have fabric. Um, so we'll start this up. We're gonna go through all of that wool and then some. So we're gonna need to get more sheep, which means we'll need more grass um, and more alfalfa. But I think we'll be all right because I have a plan for at least the more sheep. I don't know about the more grass. And then cheese, we're gonna use 3,600. So we'll have plenty of milk to make all the cheese. So we're gonna run out of fabric, but that's okay. I think if we look at our sheep, um, all of them are producing. This one will start producing a little bit more. So yeah, so our sheep are starting to produce as much as they can. Unfortunately, so we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do to get more sheep, and also January passed and we passed our inspection, so we added 5 more cows. We're up to 35. We can host up to like 50. So we're gonna probably get up to 50. I would like to use some babies if we can. So we're gonna get some babies soon here. Um, so like next month we'll probably get some babies, and then the month after that we'll probably buy some cows. So that'd be like 10 more. So it'd be 45, and then kind of hover there for babies again. So that is what we'll do. Um, but yeah, we have productions running, which is outstanding. So we'll check in. Cheese will sell every month. Clothing, we don't have to sell every month, but we might, depending on price. I know. Come on. So, like, where are they? Bread, cake, cheese. So, cheese fluctuates from 35.15 to 29.17. So, it's like a $500 difference. But, like milk, we have to sell it every month. We just so happen to get a little bit better price. And then clothes, 11,000 to 18,000. That's a big fluctuation. So we'll do most of our selling of clothes in the April time span. Um, we'll keep feeding wool though as much as we can every month, but I think we're going to need more sheep to keep our factory running. But we should make some pretty good money on those things, pay those off here shortly. Um, Still want to get a tractor. If we look, this is the same tractor as last month, so nothing new. We really don't have money to buy a tractor. That's all right. So February, there isn't much more to do this month, um, because it is February. So next month we have to plant, uh, fertilize, roll. So we have quite a bit we have to do next month, which is okay. Do we want to jump into next month or do we want to stick around in February? Let's see if there's any contracts. Maybe we could do a contract. Nope, no contracts. Hmm. So we look closely here at what we need to do. This field needs to get planted with field bean, and then we'll have to probably mow. I don't know where we're at. If we need, I know the alfalfa won't be ready. It's growing, so probably be March, April. So we won't mow till April. Uh, that's good. So we'll plant field bean. We'll need to. So this has been mulched. So this is ready to go. I don't know if it needs lime. So we'll check that out in a second. Yeah, it's full of weeds. All right, so we're good. So what we'll do is we'll direct drill in our field bean next month. And if we look here, pH looks good. So I think what I'll do though is drive out there and take a look and see if that field is ready. Still don't have a whole lot of manure, and they're going through straw like mad, which I don't know if there's something wrong. It's broken, but I would have thought I'd get more manure every month. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and check. Whoa, there's a lot more manure there though. Or am I just imagining things? 4,000. Maybe that's all of a sudden able to go there and not in the pen. Or maybe sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. I'm not going to worry. But I am going to go check this field out to make sure it doesn't need liming. Then we'll talk about what I feel like we're going to do with sheep and cows. Cows, not so much right now, but sheep we might need more of. We'll see how that one goes. No, we don't need lime. So we're good. So obviously, as we expand, these fields here are what we're going to be buying. So we're not going to buy any other fields. So if we need more grass for sheep expansion, uh, I had talked about taking out a loan for doing this expansion. I did not. So maybe that is something we can think about when we expand our sheep. But I don't think our sheep are going to produce enough wool to keep that building happy um, at all. So I think what we're going to do is if we take a look here at the map, and if we look here, um, we have this is a cow field. This or this, I think that's pigs. I think that's sheep. And I think this is something, and that's, I think, horses. I would have to look at it all. But like when we need to expand cows, what I think we're going to do is we're going to buy this, uh, buy these parcels. It's close enough to our farm, and I think the story we'll use for gameplay realism is because normally what I would do is I would just put a new pen down, another pen down in here, and buy these and stuff like that. But I can't place any more cow pens or anything like that on the map because it's full. I would have to buy and delete, and you think you have to delete like 5 of them. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to make use of what we have. So we'll just buy these and pretend like it's part of our farm. I don't know which one it is, but um, one of these is pigs, one of them is sheep. We could even get into chickens if we buy this property. So all in all, I think that's what we'll do for our expansion. Let me know down in the comments what you think. But yeah, I am really excited for our productions. Um, I don't know, did we show off the shed? I know we talked about it, but yeah, this is where I ended up placing the shed. It fits in nicely. It looks good. Although these recipes I don't really think are as good as the recipes from the other building. Um, I think it'll go all right. So yeah. All right. Well, I know this is probably a pretty quick episode. I don't want to jump into March right now because, well, we don't have enough time to do the planting and the fertilizing and the rolling. I think that in itself will make a good episode. So I think we'll leave it there. Let me know some tips in the comment section about landscaping. I'm going to go back. It's kind of where I'm headed now to go back and kind of maybe put in some trees or something. But like, I, for the life of me, can't get that stump out. I don't know why. Like I showed, I had that stump grinder and it didn't do a thing. Um, but yeah, I like how things are over here, nice and flat. But over here, for some reason, it's just this stump just through it. So um, let me know some comments on how to make this a little bit better. I'm definitely going to put in some trees. Like I'll probably put a couple trees or bushes or something back here to kind of make their view a little nicer. Um, but yeah, let me know. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up. If you're enjoying the channel, please subscribe. And as always, have a great weekend or rest of your week. See you later. Goodbye.